Okay, I am live. Y'all, I am a little bit early because I need to set up some stuff real quick. So, y'all talk amongst yourself and we will start in just a few minutes. Okay, we've gotten that done and taken care of. All right. I think that is it. Let's see. Let me turn that down. Oh, you know what, y'all? I need to do one more thing. Let me see. Hold on one second, friends. Let's do this. I think I'm here. Boop. And where are the documents? Documents. No, that is not the one I wanted. Nope. Let's see. It's this one, I think. But then I see me. Oh, I know what I could do. Almost there, y'all. I just have to do one more thing. There we are. Okay. I'll have to pull this up and then we'll get started. Let's see. Here it is. There, and I'll just pop back. All right. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Lovely from the Library, the virtual book club here at Pueblo City County Library. Today we are going to be discussing Amari and the Night Brothers. Ooh, you cannot see that. There we go. Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. But before we get into that, hang on, let me see if I can share my screen because my file was too big to upload my presentation for some reason. But hey, that's okay. We are going to share screen. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let me go in here and make this big real quick. There. Now, let's see what it looks like here. Share. Boom. Okay, today we are going to be talking about Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. Before we do jump into that, as per usual, we got a couple of announcements. So, let me come back over here. And, there. Oh, look, you can see me in that. Perfect. Great. Okay, so we have a few announcements before I jump into talking about this wonderful book. Okay, so first of all, happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Yay. Happy Halloween. Also, yay. Let's see. On the 19th, which is this Saturday at 3 p.m., we are going to be screening Hocus Pocus right here at Lamb Library. So bring your friends and family. We will be serving popcorn, and you can take delight in the Halloween classic Hocus Pocus starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. Ooh, I remembered everybody's names, y'all. I am super shocked. Anyway, it's a really great movie. We'd love to have you, and we have popcorn, so please come and stop by. That's 3 p.m. this Saturday, the 19th. Also, we have our Teen and Tween Hangout on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. So your teens and tweens can come and hang out and do crafts or activities in a safe environment. We'd love to have your kids come and hang out with us, and sometimes they're painting things, they're playing video games, they're making crafts, they're doing all kinds of things. There's usually a snack involved. So please stop by with your children and come and hang out and enjoy the activities at the library. And the last announcement that I have is that we're going to be doing our ofrenda again this year. We're going to have ours up, I believe, by I want to say the 27th, so that the pets can come and visit. It's in our newsletter as the first, but if you stop by with pictures of your pets before then, we'll make sure and put them on the ofrenda so that they can come and be loved on at the library. All right. Now, let's see. Let me pop over here real quick. Okay, so today's and the Night Brothers, Amari and the Great Game, and Amari and the Despicable Wonders. His books have been published in more than 30 countries and won numerous awards, including being nominated the overall winner of the Barnes & Noble's Children's and YA Book Awards. A major motion picture is currently being developed by Universal. When not writing, he can be found eating too many sweets and exploring country roads to see where they lead. And again, here is the awards again. There I am. Hey, y'all. Hey, I don't know what happened. Something's going on with the internet. That's okay. We're going to keep the show going. Okay, so Let's do a brief synopsis of Amari and the Knight brothers. Amari Peters has never stopped believing her missing brother Quinton is alive, not even when the police told her otherwise, or when she got in trouble for standing up to bullies who said he was gone for good. So when she finds a ticking briefcase in his closet containing a nomination for a summer tryout at the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, she's certain the secretive organization holds the key to locating Quinton. If only she can wrap her head around the idea of magicians, fairies, aliens, and other supernatural creatures all being real. Now she must compete for a spot against kids who've known about magic their whole lives. No matter how hard she tries, Amari can't seem to escape their intense scrutiny and doubt, especially once her own supernaturally enhanced talent is deemed illegal. With an evil magician threatening the supernatural world and her classmates thinking she's an enemy, Amari has never felt more alone. But if she doesn't stick it out and pass the tryout, she may never find out what happened to Quinton. So that is the gist of where we find our heroine, the main character in this story. Let me see. Where are we? Hold on one second, friends. All right, so let me share this screen. So we're going to talk a little bit now about some of the themes and tropes in this book. Hold on, friends. Share screen. Mari, share. All right, so some of the themes and tropes are power, privilege, prejudice, poverty, positioning, and resilience. And I promise y'all, I did not mean to put all that alliteration in there. I do like alliteration. It just kind of turned out that way. So that's where we're going to be discussing a lot of those themes throughout the book. So, throughout today's topic. Let's see. What are we doing here? Uh-oh, hold on. Let me get out of here. There we go. We don't want to do that. All right, so let's pop back over here. And we're going to stop sharing the screen. Okay, so I'm going to read a brief excerpt about from the book, and then we'll jump into some of the discussion questions and what I thought about the book, and we'll go from there. I'm sitting in the principal's office again, in the hallway, on the other side of the glass door. Principal Merritt is getting an earful from Emily Grant's mom. With all those wild hand gestures, you'd think I'd done a lot more than give her stuck-up little Miss Princess daughter a tiny shove. Emily got up in my face, not the other way around. Wasn't my fault she lost her balance and fell on her butt in front of everybody. Emily stands behind her mom, surrounded by her squad. They cover their mouths and whisper, eyeing me through the door like they can't wait to catch me alone. I lean back in my chair out of view. You've really done it this time, Amari. I glance up at the picture of the brown-skinned boy on the wall behind Principal Merritt's desk and frown. Quinton proudly holds up the trophy he won in the state math competition. You can't see me and Mama, or you can't see, but me and Mama are just off to, you can't see, but me and Mama are just off stage cheering him on. There's not much to cheer about anymore. The door swings open and Miss Grant stalks in, followed by Emily. Neither makes eye contact as they settle into chairs farthest from me. Their dislike for me seems to fill up the whole office. I frown and cross my arms. The feeling is mutual. Then comes Mama in her blue hospital scrubs. She got called away from work because of me again. I sit up in my chair to plead my case, but she shoots me a look that kills the words in my throat. Principal Merritt takes his seat last, his weary eyes moving between us. I know there's a history between the two girls, but seeing as it's the last day of school, I want that girl's scholarship revoked, Miss Grant explodes. I don't pay what I pay in tuition to have my daughter assaulted in the hallways. Assaulted, I start, but Mama raises a hand to cut me off. Amari knows better than to put her hands on other people, says Mama. But this has been a long time coming. Those girls have harassed my daughter since she first set foot on this campus. The messages they left on her social media pages were so ugly, we considered deleting her accounts. And we addressed that matter as soon as it was brought to our attention, says Principal Merritt. All 4 girls received written warnings. How about the stuff they say to my face? I leaned forward in my chair, face burning. They call me charity case and free lunch and remind me every chance they get that kids like me don't belong here. Because you don't, says Emily. Quiet, Miss Grant snaps. Emily rolls her eyes. Miss Grant stands, turning her attention to Mama. I'll have a talk with my daughter about her behavior, but your daughter got physical. I could press charges. Be thankful this is as far as I'm taking it. Mama bristles but bites her tongue. I wonder if it's because Emily's mom is right about pressing charges. Practically the whole school saw. Up, says Miss Grant to her daughter, and they head for the door. Miss Grant stops short and looks back at us. I expect to be notified the moment her scholarship is revoked, or the Parents Association will have a lot to say at the next meeting. The door slams behind them. I can barely sit still. I'm so mad. This is all so unfair. People like Emily and Miss Grant will never understand what it's like not to have money. They can do whatever they want with no consequences, while the rest of us have to watch our every step. Are you really taking away Amari's scholarship? Mama asks in a small voice. Principal Merritt drops his eyes. We have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to physical altercation. School rules dictate she be expelled. Taking her scholarship is the smallest punishment I can offer. I see, Mama sinks in her chair. My anger melts into shame. Mama's already sad because of Quinton. I shouldn't be adding to her troubles just because I can't handle a few bullies. I know that it's been difficult, says Principal Merritt to me, since Quinton's disappearance. He was a great kid with a truly bright future. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to connect the dots between that incident and the start of your behavior problems, Amari. I can arrange for you to talk to a counselor free of charge. I don't need a counselor, I interrupt. Principal Merritt frowns. You should talk with someone about your anger. You want to know why I shoved Emily? It's because she thought it was funny to joke that my brother's dead. But he isn't. I don't care what anyone says. He's out there somewhere, and when I find him, I'll show you all. I'm shaking, tears streaming down my face. Principal Merritt doesn't say anything. Mama stands up slowly and pulls me into her arms. Go to the car, baby girl. I'll finish up here. So that's where I'm going to stop. After this point, there's going to be spoilers. So if you have not finished the book, you have been forewarned. There are spoilers. There is time for you to pause. Hello, replay viewers. If you have not finished the book, y'all pause. And then just come back and watch the rest of the video after you have, because I cannot guarantee no spoilers in this particular live stream. I really, really love this book. Excuse me. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, I'm not taking that off. All right, so that is where we find poor little Amari. She does end up getting expelled. It's the last day of school, and they still expel her for a teeny tiny little push. She didn't hit the girl. She didn't strike the girl. She pushed her, probably because the girl was in her face and the little girl needed to back up. But anywho, the point of this is to talk about the theme of positioning. Quinton has been literally put above Amari, because she's sitting down, and that's his picture that she can see above her behind the principal. And this is going to be a continuing theme throughout the whole book of Quinton being above Amari and her always comparing himself to her. The other positioning going on right now is that Emily and her little gang of friends are a bunch of little thugs, and they are harassing Amari. They have gone out of their way to mess with that little girl on social media, in school, and they're getting away with it. And they're getting away with it because Amari is on scholarship. Their parents are paying full tuition. And so they're getting her kicked out on the last day. For them, it is nothing. They don't care. But for Amari, who comes from a poor background, she lives in the project, getting kicked out of a prestigious school like this can actually alter the trajectory of her education and her life. So, these children have been constantly reminding Amari she does not belong in that school, according to them. Even though she makes the grades, even though she's been able to maintain her GPA and participate and do all the things that one needs to do to stay in school, other than when you're being harassed and picked on and no one's standing up for you. So this is a theme that's going to follow poor little Amari throughout all of her school career, even in this summer program that I'm getting ahead of myself in. So anyway, what we have established here is that Amari's mother is a nurse. She is a single parent. She has a missing child who had so much potential. And so Amari spends a lot of her time looking for her brother. It's been about 6 months since he's gone missing. Everyone is, well, we hope he comes back, but some people just think he's dead and gone. Even at one point in the book, the detectives who have been working on his missing person case comes and they tell Amari's mother that they can no longer keep devoting so many resources to his case because it's a cold case. They don't know where he worked. There is no record of him working anywhere or getting any paychecks or anything like that. And they even suggest that Quinton got caught up in some gang stuff and that he's dead because he was doing some nefarious gang stuff. Even though there is no evidence of him ever doing anything like that. No, he doesn't have evidence of a job or a paycheck or anything. His mother cannot tell these people where he works, and the reason why they cannot tell she doesn't have this information is because Quinton is magic, and Quinton has been invited to go and work at the what is it? The magic squad, the Bureau of Investigations. Hold on, what did they call this place? Oh, where is it? Yes, the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. That's where it is. That's where Quinton works. And the reason why there is no record of him having a job or getting any kind of money is because it is a secret society, and it is kind of like underneath the normal society. And the supernaturals do that to hide from human beings because they don't want to be persecuted and they don't think people can handle it. But instead of thinking the best of Quinton, like maybe he's really lost and he needs their help, people automatically assume the worst because of their own biases. Pause real quick. I hate it when people say they assume the worst because someone was poor or someone was Black or Hispanic or whatever. No, we're not putting the blame on those people's identity. We're putting the blame squarely where it lies, with the person who's doing all the assumption or the assuming, because they know what they say about assumption. That's between you and umption. Ain't got nothing to do with me, but you and umption. So they're making all these assumptions, negative assumptions, when they could just assume something good. A good person ran into some bad luck or something, but no, their biases about poor people and Black people combine to form evil Voltron and assume the worst about somebody that they know absolutely nothing about. Anywho, so Amari's really upset because she's trying to do really good. She's trying not to stress her mommy out. And she's trying to, make something of herself so she can get up out the hood. And Amari is just 12 years old. And I think that is one of the things that probably struck me the most about this book. Oh, I forgot. I forget to do this because I am often listening to the audio version of these books. And I forget to tell you who the narrators are. And the narrator for this book is, hold on, friends. The narrator is Imani Parks. Imani Parks has done so many different awesome books. She's usually she did Root Magic, A Good Kind of Trouble, as far as narrating. Tiny Pretty Things. If you recognize any of those titles, that is Imani Parks who is doing the voice narration on that, or the voice acting. Oh, she did Una in the Arctic. That's a really cute little book. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know she did that one. Anyway, Imani Parks is the narrator of the audiobook version. I just remember. I'm back. Hi. I don't know what happened or where I went, but I'm back. There's something going on. I think it might be a server issue, or whatever, but I am back by popular demand. Anywho, let's get back to the story. So, Imani's I think I might be back. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, okay, I'm back. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's probably because I'm talking about magic or something. Who knows? Anywho, I do apologize for the interruptions. Thank you all who have shared out the live stream. I appreciate that. If you would not mind going on giving me a follow and liking the page. I have no idea what's going on. It is not me, y'all. Let's get back to the discussion, though. So, we were talking about how Amari is just a little baby. She is 12 years old and she is going through a lot. She is trying to. I'm back. Okay, y'all, I have no idea why this keeps happening. Again, I am so sorry. I apologize. I'm just going to double check real quick and see what's going on down here in the good old land of Facebook. It says I'm live. I don't know if y'all can actually see me. Okay, yay. Okay, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I don't know what's happening. It's some weird internet connection issues. Anywho, I'm back. So we were talking about Amari, who just remember when I put them themes and tropes up, and one of them was resilience. We have to be resilient. We just got to keep going despite the technical difficulties. Not today, devil. You ain't getting me today. We're just gonna keep talking. So anyway, Amari, is having to live up to the legacy of her brother. He has established so many good things in the neighborhood. He has an after-school tutoring program. He's like the golden child of their family. He is somebody who always showed up for other people, especially Amari. And she loves her brother and she's not giving up on him. So she's sad. And her mother, since she got kicked out of that school on the last day, mind you, because Emily Peters or Griffith or whatever that little girl name was, so her mother puts her on punishment. Her mom puts her on punishment. She's like, look, give me your little computer that's second rate and don't halfway run no way, because again, she lives in the project. She don't have money like that. But she spent all of her time putting up posters, going online, looking for her brother, saying, hey, have you seen him? Because she is not going to, she just knows that something has happened to her brother. He's not dead, and he would not abandon the family. Everybody's trying to get them to think that they didn't know Quinton Peters, that he was into some drugs, that he was a gang member or something. None of that is true. They're only saying that, again, like I said before, because they are the one with biases. Again, like I was saying earlier, we are not going to blame it on their poverty. We are not going to blame it on their ethnicity, their race, their skin tone. We are going to put the blame where the blame lies, and that is with the people with the biases, okay? That's how we do it over in these parts, and that's how we're going to keep doing it. Okay, good. We're still here. We're still here. It turns out that she's got nominated to go to the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, and she's going to become a junior agent so that she can find out where her brother is. The issue is this: Amari's mother has to go back to work. She's scared she's going to lose her job because she's having to take off time to go check on her child, and there's nobody else to do it because, again, she is a single parent. So she says, please don't think about sneaking out because I got the neighbors watching. And that's one thing about single mothers in a poor neighborhood, is there's usually some elder or another mother or parent who's going to look out for your children. They'll look out for your children in the hopes that you will look out for theirs. So Amari, even though her mother is a single parent, has a support network, and if she does step a foot out of line, her mom is going to know very quickly, because there is this nosy, quote unquote nosy neighbor. It's an elderly lady who ain't got nothing to do but look out the window and watch Judge Judy, and that's what she does. So Amari gets this package that says she's gotten nominated and to go to the roof. She does that, and there is a boat basically waiting. She gets in the boat and she sees her brother. She thinks it's him. She's hugging all on him. And he's like, I'm sorry to tell you, I am a spirit form of your brother. I'm not actually him. I am a message from him in case something happened, and it was to be sent to you. And so he tells her that she's been nominated to go to this special magic summer camp, just like the summer camp Quinton went to, only it wasn't no summer camp. It was the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. Hey, person who joined me, I don't know who that is, but I see you. Hello, I am sorry if I pop out of here real quick. I'm sorry. We have an internet connection problems. Anywho, so she does that. She ends up getting into the school. So she tells her mom, after she gets on this off of the roof and the super flying ship thing, she tells her mom, hey, I'm going to that summer school camp that Quinton went to. Because you cannot tell people who don't know about the magical world. Otherwise, they'll wipe your memory. So she does what she needs to do. And she has to meet at a certain spot at a certain time to get into the school. Her mother knows that she takes off of work early so that she can drive Imani, who again is only 12 years old. And so Imani and them end up going, but they're like 2 minutes late because of some concert or something downtown. And she sees the person who was waiting for her, and she's like, wait, please, I'm Quinton's little sister. Please wait, let me in. And he goes, you were late. You're 2 minutes late. There'll be no second chances. Because she started trying to explain why they were late because of traffic and all this stuff. And he just looks at her, there's no excuses, blah, blah, blah. Again, everybody but me seems to forget this little girl is 12 years old. She cannot get herself to this place. It is not her fault. Maybe she could have got on the bus. Maybe if the bus went from her area to this swanky place. We don't know. They never say. But the person who was responsible for getting her there is her mother. not the 12-year-old without a driver's license or a sense of direction or a bus card, as far as we know. But anyway, again, she is not being treated like a child, and it is so frustrating to me. The other thing, since we're kind of running out of time, since all these technical delays, I'll just go over some brief things that I noticed. One of the things that I noticed throughout the book was that Quinton seemed to have an easier time assimilating to the prep school, which is a predominantly white school. And then when she goes to the Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, that seems to be predominantly legacy families or families who have been there a long time and wealthy people. And there is a study, because you know how I like to bring receipts so that y'all can't say Lovely talking out the side of her neck. Here's the whole study right here. You see that Sage Journals. It's a 10-year-old study. Let me see. I have my notes here. And it is, what is it? Black boys have an easier time fitting in at suburban schools than Black girls. That was an article in the Atlantic. I'm going to read briefly. Hopefully we'll stay on here, but I'll read briefly. And it says, where is it? Recent research published in the American Sociological Association's Sociology of Education journal shows that my gender male, he's a Black male, I didn't read the title off, was one of the determinative factors in the relative ease of my social integration. In an article published last year, and by last year they mean 2012, Megan M. Holland, a professor at the University of Buffalo and a recent Harvard PhD, studied the social impact of a desegregation program on the minority students who were being bused to a predominantly white high school in suburban Boston. She found that minority boys, because of stereotypes about their supposed athleticism and coolness, fit in better than minority girls because the school gave the boys better opportunities to interact with white students. Minority boys participated in sports and non-academic activities at much higher rates. Over the course of her study, she concluded that structural factors in the school, as well as racial narratives about minority males, resulted in increased social rewards for the boys, while those same factors contributed to the isolation of the girls. Let's see. Hopefully we're still on here. Hallelujah, I'm still here. So anyway, that study was conducted on Black American boys and Latino boys and girls and Black American girls. And it said that the Black American girls were thought of as loud and ghetto and aggressive. And I point this out because I don't know if B.B. Alston meant to do this or not, if he's just a really, really good observer, or if he actually read this study. But I did. I remember reading it 10 years ago, and that's why I was like, wait a minute, I had to pull it up. And